All Top 10 proudly presents Top 10 Strangest Places on Earth. Here is a list of 10 mysterious places from around the globe. There are locations where there are undoubtedly human-made structures present, but it is unclear who built them, how they were constructed, or why. Here are the top 10 locations on Earth that are the focus of many myths and beliefs. Without further ado. Number 10, Baalbek, Lebanon. The largest Roman temple ever built was in Lebanon's Baalbek. Despite the fact that the Byzantine emperor later destroyed it, one of the largest monoliths ever mined, the Stone of the Pregnant Woman, also known as the Stone of the South, may still be found among its ruins. The gigantic granite block is 1,000 tons in weight. Another stone similar to it but weighing 1,242 tons more is close by. We don't know how the blocks were transported, nor do we know why the Romans expended so much energy in Baalbek. Number 9, the alleged Bosnian Pyramid, Bosnia and Herzegovina. The discovery that the oldest and largest man-made pyramid in history, which is adjacent to Visoko in Bosnia, is 25,000 years old surprised the world in 2005. Excavations at the pseudo-archaeological site began in 2006, and there have been reports of the discovery of stone blocks and tunnels. The opposing result was reached by teams of geologists, archaeologists, and many other experts, who came to the conclusion that the hills are undoubtedly natural structures and not man-made. Investigations and hunts for proof continue since some individuals still believe that the hills are a man-made pyramid. Number 8, Yonaguni Monument, Japan. Off the coast of Yonaguni, Japan, is a recently found underwater rock formation that's also known as the Yonaguni submarine ruins in that nation. The question of whether this site is natural or man-made is one that is frequently debated because many of the components are difficult to explain as anything other than manufactured. These include the star-shaped platform, a straight, 10-meter-long wall, a 7-meter-tall stone column, among many others. Naturally, no one is aware of who or when the structures were built. Number 7, Teotihuacan, Mexico. The Teotihuacan archaeological site is close to Mexico City. Around 20 square kilometers of pyramids are present throughout the city, 8 square miles. With about 100,000 residents, it was a significant urban area. The Aztecs gave the name that is used today, which means the place where the gods were produced. About 1,400 years ago, the city was destroyed, and the Aztecs afterwards inhabited the area. The original builders' identities are unknown. Teotihuacan is home to the Pyramid of the Sun, one of the most magnificent pyramids in the entire world. Number 6, Plain of Jars, Laos. The Plain of Jars is an archaeological site located in the Laotian province of Siêng Kuang. Thousands of these mysterious stone jars are scattered throughout this huge area in groups, some of which are up to 3 meters tall. Others claimed they were placed there to collect rainwater, while still others believed they were used as graves. Some people believed the jars were used to store alcohol. The jars were allegedly used by giants to store alcohol. The true function of the mystery jars seems to be a topic of speculation. Number 5, Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. This area is a mystery to archaeologists all across the world. Between 8,000 and 10,000 years ago, when people were still mostly hunter-gatherers, the site was formed. This modifies our view of the origins of religion because it is the oldest religious site yet discovered. The ability of these people, who existed some 7,000 years before the pyramids were constructed, to construct and move pillars that may weigh up to 20 tons is likewise a mystery. Number 4, Moai, Easter Island. The Rapa Nui people carved monolithic human sculptures out of granite between 1250 and 1500. Almost all moai have a head that is 1/8 the size of the entire statue, which is an extremely large head. The Rapa Nui people were able to move these statues across the island despite their great weight. The largest moai weighs 75 tons. Even though it's still unclear how, these monuments have grown to be some of the most well-known in the entire world. Number 3. Puma Punku, Bolivia. Tiwanaku, an Inca archaeological site in western Bolivia, is where Puma Punku is located. Tiwanaku is supposed to be the site where the world originally came into being. At the construction site, the biggest building block is 7.81 meters long and weighs about 131 metric tons. It is unclear how those enormous blocks were moved and connected to one another. Number 2. Stonehenge, England. This old building was built between 3000 and 2000 BC. Actually, Stonehenge is a ring of standing stones in ruins. The rationale or goal behind this stone ring is still a mystery. One hypothesis suggests that Stonehenge once served as a cemetery. Number 1. Nazca Lines, Peru. The Nazca Lines are a collection of sizable ground carvings located close to Lima. There are a lot of drawings of varying sizes and levels of complexity. The biggest one is more than 200 meters across. From an airplane or neighboring slopes offers the best views of these sculptures. One of the many hypotheses as to why the Nazca lines were carved is that they were done so that the gods of the Nazca people could see them.